This video is about listening to people that don't know what they're talking about. So one of the biggest things you got to be careful of, especially in cannabis, is there's going to be tons of people that want to offer their advice and think that they know best or think that they've been through whatever they've been through, especially in corporate America. We saw a lot of people come into the cannabis space who had a lot of great corporate experience and thought that was going to carry them through and thought that was going to redeem them or automatically make them an all-star in the cannabis industry. There's a lot of people coming in looking down on people that came from the cannabis industry or neglected the need for them and thought that they could just, all they needed was their connections and then they could take care of the rest. The majority of people that were thinking like that got burnt quick and they're not around anymore, or their companies are dwindling. People that do understand that staying true to the cannabis culture and working synergistically with the people from the cannabis culture, especially if you're in the corporate side of things, embracing that is really a ticket to success. And the people that neglected to embrace that, a lot of them are struggling right now. So I say that to set the foundation for what I'm about to say about taking advice from people that don't have the ability to stand on the same advice that they're offering. And you'll hear this from small to large, even from people that aren't even in the cannabis industry. You might be out to dinner with some people and they're going to offer their advice. You know, you tell them you're in cannabis or this or that, or, you know, the market's changed or blah, blah, blah. They, you know, want to relate to what they know and think that that's the truth. And maybe it is in their industry. And I'm not discounting their knowledge. But what happens, what I've learned is people offer advice for numerous reasons. Some of the reasons they offer advice is because they need that exact advice themselves, and it's them subconsciously speaking it to get it out into the open for them to hear it. So sometimes their advice is simply nothing more than advice to themselves. So you got to take that into account. Another thing to take into account is if they have the experience to give the advice that they're giving. You know, I had a guy that was working with me to do promo, and he had an amazing opportunity, and he wanted to let other people that didn't even have close to that opportunity infiltrate his mind and basically start thinking that he's getting taken advantage of, when honestly he's got like a very unique opportunity in his lap, and he squandered that because he had a scarcity mindset and listened to other people, you know, telling him that he's getting screwed over. So I say this to basically put it out there to show that people are going to offer advice and they're not even going to know what they're talking about. And then it's going to ruin some opportunities for you. It's going to ruin business chances. It's going to set you on the wrong course. So make sure you have a filter on and that you're taking advice from people that are in a position to offer that specific type of advice. And there's a lot of people that are going to make you think that they're successful, especially coming from other industries, and show you like, oh, I've done this, or I sold this company, or I made this many millions of dollars, and this is why you should listen to me. And the secret to all this stuff is that everyone's advice is different. And the advice that you particularly might need to hear right now is not the same advice that some guy from Wall Street is going to be able to offer you, and vice versa. You know, so the advice has to come from trusted sources, mentors, people you look up to, people that have been through it, that have the track record to show, that can show you the multiple different cannabis companies and licenses and businesses they've been involved with, and then offer cannabis advice. You know, and that's same with this channel. I wouldn't be offering stockbrokering Wall Street advice because I don't have 2 decades of that experience. But if I did, I wouldn't be sitting here offering cannabis advice. You know, so really the niche, I should say, is really the importance, and focusing on taking advice from people in that niche versus just taking advice from somebody because they appear successful. And it's a big thing to watch out for. So that wraps up this video. Thanks for watching. Check out my website, highchris.com. We got a lot of great content about building and launching your licensed cannabis brand without even having to own the license. Outside of that, my YouTube channel has great content on there. A lot of valuable knowledge. So check out these other videos. They're sure to help your cannabis career, and I wish you nothing but the best.